Hi, my name is Bethany Tasaka, and I'm greatly honored to have this opportunity. I stand here today with you to celebrate our accomplishments. Psychologist Angela Lee Duckworth conducted a study that asked, what predicts success? She examined cadets at West Point, first-year teachers in difficult school systems, salespeople, and students in public schools. And upon completing her research, she determined that the most effective predictor of success is grit. Now, what is grit? Duckworth says grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future goals day in and day out, not just for a week, not just for a month, or even for a year. It's long-term. I believe that grit is a characteristic that we, as graduates entering the world of education, must possess. We cannot focus on a single day, a single week, a single month, or even a single year. Instead, we must develop a long-term perspective of our purpose, reminding ourselves daily why we choose to work in education. Now, education is not about an individual. It's not about being the smartest, most intellectual person who can rattle off big words and facts or figures. No. Education is about effective leadership. It's meeting the needs of our students. And it's about learning to be flexible and resilient. This is why we do group projects. We learn to be patient, we learn to be flexible, while we learn to be good leaders. Education is about a collective body working together to benefit the needs of students. And as we move forward, we must remember to work as a team, whether you're an administrator, a counselor, a coach, or a higher education professional. Regardless of your specialization, we all stand or sit here today with one common goal in mind. We're here to educate future generations of students. Now, the world of education is constantly changing. We will all have amazing, life-changing experiences that keep us going for years to come. We will also likely experience difficult and those character-building moments that challenge everything we thought we knew about education. But that's okay, as long as we possess grit. As long as we are able to persevere through the challenges and become better educators in the process, we will find fulfillment and success in the world of education. Comedian Jon Stewart said, "Life is an improvisation. You have no idea what's going to happen next, and you're most likely just making things up as you go along." This can definitely be related to our education experience. We've spent the last couple of years learning how to make a difference. We developed vocabulary that has allowed us to be inclusive of all students. We discussed what it means for a first-generation student to go to college and how to develop safe places so that diverse students can feel welcome on our campuses. We've established long-term relationships with our peers and our instructors so that now we have role models to make this journey with us. We've learned about history and the struggles that many of our ancestors faced so that we can sit here today ready to walk across that stage and receive our diploma or credential. We wrote papers, some of us at the last minute. We did our research, gave presentations, so that one day our students could sit in these very seats and move their tassels from right to left. The School of Education creates a never-ending sphere of influence. They equip soon-to-be counselors, student affairs practitioners, and teachers. And each of those UoR graduates goes on to influence future generations of students, creating future bulldogs with each student they encounter. This is what education does. It fosters learning across generations, socioeconomic statuses, ethnic backgrounds, and gender identities. Education unites us. Now I have one last thing to say. Every single one of us makes a difference in the lives of our students. They will look up to us in the same way we look to our advisors for guidance, and there is no such thing as too small of an effect. We are all important, and we are all in this together. Maintain your grit, and always remember that everything we do